Ant-size art has brought a South African painter international success. Lorraine Lutz never intended to become an artist, but the popularity of her tiny paintings on social media led to a big life change.
Art lovers gathered in a Brooklyn gallery last night to take in tiny portraits. The exhibit, which might best be observed with a magnifying glass, is called Ants in NYC and features 740 miniature paintings by South African artist Lorraine Lutz.
Lorraine, nice to meet you.
When you see this now, which stretches all the way around this gallery, what does it represent to you?
It's weird because you work with these things so much that you kind of stop seeing them.
Yeah.
And now, just looking at it up, it's a very overwhelming feeling.
Each piece, like this portrait of a hot dog, is about the size of a quarter, or 2 South African rands.
You must have a very steady hand.
I do. I wish I could have been a brain surgeon, actually. But I wasted my years of study doing art.
Despite studying art in college, Luet's career took a different path. The decision to paint a piece each day in 2013 was a personal challenge to remain creative.
It started with the decision not to be an artist anymore, ironically. I decided that I wanted to do, a normal 9 to 5, pay the bills, and then I would spend an hour a day just finishing one artwork.
Why did you decide to paint so small?
It was exactly what I could finish in an hour. So the amount of detail that I put into like a square inch stays the same no matter how big the painting is.
Right.
So if I painted an inch, it would just be an hour of work.
The 1-hour limit didn't last long. When Lutz began posting her art in actual size on Instagram, followers flooded her with requests to buy it. She was soon painting full-time, and her daily routine went into a second year.
I mean, you have something like 190,000 Instagram followers.
Yeah, no pressure.
Do you think of it as pressure?
Not really. I see it as fun, and I try not to be, you can't be too serious about something like that. It is my job, but if I see it as my job, it becomes something different to what it started as.
When Lutz started, her paintings were selling for about $40. Today, they go for nearly $1,000.
The 8th of May was a friend of mine's birthday, and I knew that she had traveled to New York and she really loved it there. So I wanted to do something New York inspired, and obviously the Statue of Liberty.
Why do you think you picked this idea of doing a picture a day and marking it by a date?
I'm a very sentimental person, and I've always wanted to, keep a journal, and I've just always loved the idea of marking every day and remembering where you were and what you did, and just really, grasping hold of it, putting it down.
This date is an especially significant one.
11th, yeah, that's the day we got engaged.
Her wedding day is marked with a picture of the place she and her husband hope to marry.
Do you step back and look and go, wow, look at what I've done?
I'm a little embarrassed about the earlier stuff. It's a long time ago. I don't know, I think that's one of the nice things about a show like this, is that you can actually see progression, and you can see that it's not just a pointless exercise. You grow as an artist, and your style changes, and you learn things, and I think that's wonderful about it. But yes, I feel very proud.
Lorraine Luet sold all of the 730 paintings she created in 2013 and 14. The pieces at this Brooklyn gallery are all prints, a retrospective of a 2-year career, with the exception of 10 New York City originals to commemorate her first show outside of South Africa.
Are you an artist now?
Yes. Well, I'd call myself a painter.
And the difference is?
Well, I feel like, some people, their work is all about concept. And for me, it's a lot about the skill and the time and the patience that it takes to actually put paint to paper. Right. So that's a painter, right, in my mind.
Her show will be at the Three Kings studio in Brooklyn for the next couple of weeks. She says she started painting small because a jewelry designer had seen her artwork and asked for miniature drawings. And that's how she learned how to paint an inch wide. And now, instead of just an hour on these, she sometimes spends 7 or 8 hours.
The attention to detail.
It's amazing what she can do, just amazing.
Absolutely terrific.